Vintage House Show Spotlight. I'm your host, DJ MOMAMI. If you're tuned in on Twitch, welcome. If you're tuned in on the radio, thanks for tuning in. You're listening to WNUR 89.3 FM and HD1 Evanston, Chicago. How we feeling out there? It's winding down to summer. We feel the crisp coolness in the air. All the, major summer festivals happened. I was at ArcFest last week. Ooh, let me tell you about ArcFest. I went last year and I definitely noticed I don't want to say an improvement, but something about this year just hit really different. Last year was so much fun. I got to see some really great acts. This year, I saw Peggy Goo. And if you're tuned into the Vintage House Show Spotlight, you know I am a Peggy Goo stan. I love Peggy Goo. So to see her IRL doing her thing up there, smoking her cigarette on stage, all of us singing along to her latest single, It Goes Like, oh my gosh, it was like the pinnacle of summer for me. The ArcFest added the Area 909 stage, which I think was my personal favorite. It took me back to Movement Fest. It took me back to Detroit. It took me back to the rave kind of experience and vibe. And so that was really tight, the Area 909 stage. I saw Hiroko Yamamura closing out the fest on that stage on Sunday. I also got to see Black Coffee. This is my second time seeing Black Coffee, and he never disappoints. The first time I saw him was at Concord Music Hall a few years ago, maybe like 2 years before the pandemic. And it's still to this day one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And so to see him again in a festival this time, also towards the end of the night on a Sunday night, easing us into these deep techno, deep Afro techno vibes. It was amazing. Sunday, such a good night. If you were at ArcFest, let me know on Instagram or Twitter at MOMAMI Music, MOMAMIMUSIC. I want to hear about your experience. How was it? Or drop it in the comments. How was your ArcFest experience this year? I had such a good time. So excited for next year. I'm hoping that next year we're able to get some of the talent in the studio with us, for a little preview. One of my favorite things, this is the last thing I'll say about ArcFest. I just had such a good time, was that I really felt the emphasis on hometown love, on the appreciation for Chicago as the home of house music, as the one of the origins of house. Also, I think the Area 909 was definitely a homage to techno's Detroit roots, and it was such a beautiful harmony of Midwest culture and love at ArcFest this year. And so, major shout out to ArcFest for having the Vintage House Show. I had such a good time. I took some really cool footage on my camcorder, my vintage 2003S camcorder that I can't wait to get developed and posted. It is a bit of a process. I was hoping to have it done sooner, but it is a little bit of a process to have this camcorder film processed in 2023. So can't wait to get that out. Expect that on my Instagram, which I just gave you at Momami Music if you want to see that ArcFest footage. So ArcFest, I think that was my favorite fest that I've been to this summer. I've been to a few festivals. ArcFest really took the cake for me. I was not expecting it. Obviously, I knew it was going to be great, but I was just so pleasantly surprised by everything that I saw, the energy of the room or the energy of the field. It was so much fun. And so, yeah, ArcFest, that was awesome. What else? We had the My House Music Fest that happened. Really great lineup this year. They had Armin van Hauser. I know I'm messing that name up, but they had a really dope headliner for Sunday or for Saturday. No, I think it was Sunday. Sunday, My House Music Fest. Doing it again. I think this is their year 8. We've seen My House Music Fest grow from just a block party that was happening on Blue Island to this major production that happens at Harrison Park. And it was really cool. As someone who lives in the area that's from Pilsen, that grew up listening to house music in Pilsen, it was really great to see the energy of the 18th Street come alive for this house music festival. I had the honor of putting together an after party for the My House Music Fest. My party series Fever Dream hosted an after party on August 12th, which was to the My House Music Fest. I had Gantman as a headliner. I feel like this summer I really came into my own as a ghetto tech, ghetto house girly. I feel like I found my home there. I found my footprint. I found the style that I want people to recognize MoMAMI as. And so it was really such a huge honor to have Gantman as a headliner to Fever Dream. Fever Dream isn't even a year old, and it was such an honor to have such an iconic legend giving us a lesson. He schooled us in ghetto tech that night, and also had such a beautiful tribute to DJ Dion, who passed away this summer. We lost a really, really pivotal, heavy hitting legend in house music, in ghetto tech and ghetto house. So rest in peace to DJ Dion. It was really beautiful to see that homage that Gantman did for him. Hey, Lady Alicia, I see you. Peace and love to you as well. So Fever Dream, the after party, that was dope. I also had the honor of flying in my first guest, a mall of Black rave culture. He is another cat, just like me, two young DJs in the scene trying to make a name for ourselves in this tech rave house scene. And it was a really big honor to have him as my first out of town guest from Washington D.C., giving us that East Coast love. Yes, I played the Latinx Festival, which happened about 2 weeks ago at Navy Pier. I did kind of a all Latin house vibe, also included, some of my ghetto tech, some Latin ghetto tech in there, and that was so much fun to play with Future Roots. Thank you so much to Future Roots for having me as a headliner for Sunday at this awesome festival that brought together Latino acts from all around the world. We had folks from Colombia, from Dominican Republic, local acts like myself and Eva Maria. So, big love to the Future Roots fam who are always looking out and really making space for local talent to shine and thrive. It was and at Navy Pier, it was so beautiful to play this music and see a crowd of dancers with the lake behind us at sunset. It was really awesome, and this is a really big summer for me. I feel I'm reflecting a lot in this moment with y'all. So excuse the vulnerability, but it was a really big summer of festivals and events. Like I said, I had the after party for the My House Music Fest, the Latinx Fest. I played at the Taste of Chicago this past Sunday, and that was a huge deal. I did not know how hard it would hit me until I started DJing. I knew it was going to be a big deal, but it was such an emotional experience to play at this festival where so many iconic legends and house heads have played in this area that we've seen the house music festival happen. We've seen these house legends play at the Taste of Chicago. I mean, throughout the 90s, the Taste of Chicago was synonymous with house music. And so it was really such an honor. Thank you to Civil, the Chicago Independent Venue League, for having me. Yes, I did play. Um, it was such a good time. I did house. I knew I wanted to do house. I knew I wanted to do an hour and a half of house music, and it was so much fun to play house music, to dip into my gospel. It was a Sunday, so I had to dip into my gospel house vibe. Of course, I played some Peggy Goo. Of course, I mixed in some Latin house, some Latin flair in there. My whole family came through, so it was really nice. My nephews, who are 4 and 6, they were in attendance, and it was really nice to be this cool auntie for them. And I remember being young and going to the Taste of Chicago and seeing all these people and all these acts and this music, and the world just felt so big, and it was really nice to be that for them, to be this torch. It's really nice to also, like I said, see Chicago looking out for their own talent. You know, I am someone, afterwards, I was interviewed by Civil in hopefully a segment you'll see coming out soon. And they asked me, how has Chicago impacted my career? And Chicago has everything to do with my career. Chicago is the reason I blend the way I blend, the reason I select the sounds that I do. And it really was such a big moment for me to play the Taste of Chicago, and I'm excited to see where me and my peers go. You know, on the Taste of Chicago, I shared a lineup with Asar, who I went to grammar school with, and so it's really beautiful to see us go from lunch, you know, 7th grade, 8th grade lunchroom table to Taste of Chicago stage. And also I shared a lineup with Kaina, who's a really good friend of mine, and one of the questions they asked me was, how does that feel to play with your peers? And my answer was, it feels good, but it's also not surprising because Chicago is home to such incredible talent, such beautiful people who hustle and work hard and have to work 3 times as hard to get noticed, because Chicago is a place that's really hard to get recognized and show. And so I'm so excited to see the next stages we play, where music takes me in the next coming summers. So, you know, we're approaching fall, winter, which can be a little bit of a slow season for Chicago artists, but honestly, not really. I don't know. Maybe I am just blessed, but wintertime, I see myself still playing the parties, also playing in places that are warm like Miami and Atlanta, and going to the South. So this fall and winter, if you're listening and you know you're going to be in the South, invite me. I'd love to play some parties, some festivals, some events in warmer climates, Miami, in Atlanta, in California. I made my New York City debut this summer, and it was really fun to play house and just a fun upbeat set to a crowd so new, so ready to dance. If it's one thing about New York, they want to dance. And so that's every DJ's favorite dance floor, right? A dance floor where people want to dance and are thirsty to hear new music. And so I'm really excited to continue planting seeds in New York and seeing where I land. For this upcoming year, you know, I feel, let's manifest a little, right? This upcoming year, I want to see myself make my global debut. I have yet to play out of the country, and so I would love to make a debut in London or Portugal or Mexico City, Toronto. I am getting my passport renewed for this very reason. I want DJing to take me to somewhere as far as Japan. I would love to make my out of the country international debut. So that's something exiting summer. Some of my post summer thoughts are, yes, I am a USB DJing shorty now. So I want me and my USB and my headphones to play somewhere so far away from home I wouldn't have ever even thought. So if that's you, if you're listening in Japan, in London, in Portugal, hit me up at MoMami Music on Instagram and Twitter. I would love to play your parties and share some sounds. So that's all I got for y'all today. Of course, as we enter into the fall season, I'm so excited to bring back some guests. Last month, we had Silo Sounds out of Indianapolis. And best believe that I am inviting some friends into the studio for October, November, December, especially December, because that's my birthday. So we are definitely going to have a birthday party in here in December. So expect some really fun things from us this fall winter season. Thank y'all so much for listening. Once again, you are tuned in to the Vintage Show Spotlight with me, your host, DJ MoMami. You're tuned into WNUR 89.3 FM and HD1 Evanston, Chicago. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into this mix.
we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurt, I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Cause we're ordinary people. Baby, we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh. This time take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh. This time we'll take it slow. Just say it really long. No fairy tale conclusion, y'all. It's more confusing every day. Sometimes it's heaven sins and head back to hell again. Kiss the new makeup on the way. I hate the you call. We rise, we fall, we feel like just walk away. As on the fence, we take the chance. Though it's not a fantasy, I still want you to stay. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Cause we're ordinary people. Baby, we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Maybe we'll live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe you'll stay. Maybe you'll leave. Maybe you'll return. Maybe another fight. Maybe we won't survive. Maybe we'll grow. We never know. Baby, you and I, we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Hey, cause we're ordinary people. Baby, we should take it slow. Hey, we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Cause we're ordinary people. Baby, we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh. This time, take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh. This time, take it slow. 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 Take it slow. Oh, oh. Take it slow. Oh, oh. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down, down. It's going down. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down, down.
I want to talk about my mother.
Mama's Blues. I want to talk about my mother. I remember those days, those nights, those parties that went on for weekends at a time. Everybody high, mama dancing in the corner, smoking cigarettes. That was Mama's Blues. It was a family affair back then. Music, food, life was all a part of living. Not like it is today. Things are different. But Mama still dances. She still has a groove. And although the rhythm has changed, spirit is the same. So lives on. I got my music from my mom. Started with Aretha Franklin, James Brown. Yeah, my daddy gave me some as well. Cool side. I want to talk about my mama. This is Mama's Blues. Mama's Blues. Cool side. Mama still dances. She still has a groove. And although the rhythm has changed, spirit is the same. So. I want to talk about my mama. This is Mama's Blues. I remember those days, those nights. Everybody high. Mama dancing in the corner, smoking cigarettes. That was Mama's I'll let you get the best of me. You got me, you got me, you got me. I'm not ready. It's not my time. I'm not ready. No, 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 no. How do I let go? How do I let go? How do I let go? How do I let go?
Had a feeling that you called me to say you're sorry. Instead, you just say it's my mistake. Are you waging up a war for the sake of something to say when I'm not to blame? And what you gotta say about me, I don't know you very well. You're acting like someone else. And what you gotta say about us, don't you see it's all these the game? You should stop just
Try to say sorry, but I don't have much to say. Believe me anyway. Since we're causing arguments, but in my name, sometimes what I'm trying to say about me, I don't know. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. comes the sun, I say it's alright, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold and lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since you've been here. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Little darling, the smile will return to the faces now. Little darling, it seems like years since you've been here. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, feels like years since you've been here.
Thanks for listening to the Vintage House Show podcast. Please subscribe and share, and check us out live, WNUR 89.3 FM, Wednesdays at 10 o'clock.